Pastor Haynes, I know we had a lot of stuff going on at church yesterday because of the Black Lives Matter sign hanging on the side of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church facing Highway 20. And we was confronted by Trump supporters and Klansmen and Confederate flags and everything yesterday, just in your own way, Pastor Haynes. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. As you already know, as you said, we have a Black Lives Matter sign that we hang proudly because we are affirming that Black Lives Matter. And so yesterday, unbeknownst to us, Rick, we had this group that assembled. It was a coalition of different groups, and what they did, they literally rolled up on our facility, and some 1,000 vehicles with about 3,000 people. And those vehicles had these flags, especially Confederate flags. There were Trump flags, and there was basically an act of intimidation where they came into the hood. They came into Oak Cliff with the determination to intimidate us. But what they didn't understand is they came to intimidate us, but we're not to be intimidated. They came to demonstrate a display that they are coming in great numbers. But as soon as we found out what was going on, I made my way to the church, and not only that, the chief of police called me, asked me if it was true that she had heard white supremacists had taken over our property. I said, I've heard that. I'm on my way up there. She said, well, no, I'm sending people right there to get rid of them. I said, well, they better get there before I do, because I'm getting them up off of our property. And so we got to the property, and we began to make sure that they were getting off of the property. And, Rick, I found out, man, since that there was a determination on the part of someone texted me, a good friend of mine, and said that he knows people who went to Friendship West yesterday with the determination to lock our church down. They went there with that determination. Yesterday, we had given approval to a group, a wonderful group of undertakers from the Tarrant County area. They said they wanted to do a caravan from Fort Worth to Dallas for Black Lives Matter, and they were going to end their caravan at Friendship West at 4 o'clock, and they were going to have a rally under the Black Lives Matter sign. Well, we found out that the people who came earlier had known what we were going to do at 4 o'clock, and so they tried to preempt that by coming in advance. And so it was diabolical, it was demonic, it was something that was downright devilish. But Rick, please understand, God has the last word. God has the last word, because there were people who came with the persons who were doing the dirty deed they did yesterday, and they had no idea what was going on. And so as a consequence, when they found out what was going on, they have already called to apologize. As a matter of fact, one person went to our website, apologized to us profusely, and said he wanted to donate $50 to our social justice work. Others have done the same thing. Why? Because God's going to have the last word. What they intended for evil, God is working out for good. So, yeah, they intended to take over our facility and our parking lot yesterday, and they came 1,000 vehicles strong. But here it is. Even though they came 1,000 vehicles strong, what happened is they touched a sleeping giant. And, Rick, when I tell you the Oak Cliff community came out as soon as they found out what was going on, and so they came out and stood with us. We've had brothers from the hood say, Pastor, we're going to provide security for your church. Let them try to come back and do this again. We're going to provide security for you, because what they did yesterday was touch a sleeping giant. The sleeping giant is fully woke now, and so we are standing. Some have even tried to apologize. I've given them this, and that is apologies are only sincere when they come with action. Don't tell me you're sorry, but your behavior doesn't change. And they said, well, what behavior do we need to change? I said, number one, here's what you do. Use your powerful lobby to press for Black Lives Mattering in public policy, especially as it relates to defunding the police by investing in the community. We want to demilitarize police force. We don't want police declaring war on our community. Use what you have to stand with us. And when you use what you have to stand with us, then we know that your apology is sincere and not playing. So, Rick, that's what's going on. What's going on is that, yeah, they came for us when we didn't send for them. But the good news is God is turning what they intended for evil. And I promise you, it's going to work out for our good, and we shall overcome.
Yes, sir, Pastor Haynes. Let everybody know how you could be reached.
Hey, thank you, Ricky. Follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Twitter at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes. And my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
There it is, Pastor Haynes. Hey, Senior Pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Hey, love you, Rick. Thanks for letting me share, man.
No, absolutely. Here you go. Hey, Pastor Haynes, this is just for you right here. Here you go. That'll get you up this morning, Pastor Haynes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rick.
Your favorite song, Optimistic. Sounds of Blackness.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome, Pastor Haynes. Love you, man.